So basically, let me introduce first myself. I am Himkesh. I come from Vadodara, Gujarat. I am currently at the second year here at Scalar School of Technology. Uh, Apart from that, I was the first student council secretary over here. I have also scored 98 percentile in JEE, and currently, as you would be knowing, I am working with Delta team. And before this, also I have mentored 150 plus students. So this is all regarding me. So now, if we start the session, if you could see the screen, like today we would be having a masterclass in a form of speed run. I just spoke it before itself. Like there are 16 topics listed in the brochure of Scalar. I have divided the masterclasses into two parts. In today's session, we would learn the first 8 topics. We would just solve the questions whenever there is theory required. I would definitely do it there. I have tried. Please name the topics. Yeah. The next slide is the same. I have means we are covering different patterns. Means one question from each pattern from each topic we would cover today, and as we have in our other master classes, there would be a quiz at the end of the lecture, and top 3 would be getting some prizes and so. So these are the topics that we would cover it today: sitting arrangement, puzzles, simple and compound interest, direction sense, Venn diagram, charts, clocks and calendars, and work and time. The remaining 8 topics we would cover it in the Sunday's masterclass. Yeah. So if we start, the first topic, as you could see, is from the sitting arrangement. Sitting arrangement. See, there are 2 types of arrangement. As you, I want to ask some questions about interview to about interview. So, okay, sure. Yeah. So if we look into the questions that comes in the sitting arrangement type, there are 2 types of questions, 2 types of arrangement. First, there is a linear arrangement where the people are sitting in a row. Again, in the linear arrangement, there are 2 types. There would be people sitting in a single row. There would be people sitting in 2 different rows. Correct. And another type of question is comes as the circular arrangement, right? The people are sitting in a circle. They are facing center. They are facing outside. This type of questions. So in sitting arrangement questions, what are the things that we need to take care of, right? Basically, in all the LR questions, first and the most important thing is that we need to read the questions carefully, because sometimes there is the case that we have answer in the question, correct? Apart from this, of course, you all would be knowing the directions like the north, south, east, west, correct? And some basic like A is sitting in between of B and C, so A would be sitting between B and C likewise. Okay, can you tell which is the highest weight? So according to the PYQs that I have seen for this session, I have seen that sitting arrangement and other topics have the most topic. Most weighted: sitting arrangement, logical, direction sense test, and blood relations. Correct. So now let's come with the question. Like the first question, as you could see, is from the circular arrangement and see. So today we are covering 2 types of. Today we would cover 2 types of topics. Two means, see, this question is a PYQ. Okay, so this question has been asked in, I think so, in the February session. Yeah. So yeah, let's solve this question. So the question says that there are 5 friends. Okay, 5 friends are Arun, I think so, Gala, Chitra, Divya, and Ishwar. They are sitting in the circular table and they are facing the center. Okay. Now, in this type of questions, let's see what it is asking. If Arun is sitting immediately to the right of, I think so, Bata, this is, Gala is Bata. This is a printing error. So sorry. So this is Bata, first of all. Yeah. So if Arun is sitting immediately to the right of Bata, if you could see that this is a circle and there are 5 friends sitting. If Bata is sitting over here, then if Arun is sitting immediately to the right of Bata, okay, right, Bata is facing towards the center. So what would be its right? So Arun would be sitting over here, correct? Now let's read the next statement that is given in the question. The question next is said that and Chitra is sitting immediately to the left of Bata. So Chitra would be sitting over here. Correct? Now, the next statement says that with Divya sitting next to Chitra, Divya would be sitting besides Chitra, so yeah, easy question. Divya would be sitting, and Divya is sitting immediately to the right of Ishwar. Okay, now let us assume, हम मान लेते हैं कि ईश्वर इधर बैठ रहा है, ईश्वर, then Divya would be sitting to the right of Ishwar, correct? So see, this is the case. These are the five people, and this is the sitting arrangement. Now let's see what is the question. Who is sitting to the right of Ishwar? So the answer is Divya. Who is sitting to the right of Ishwar? Divya is the answer. So this was the most easy question. Like in this question, we it was asked that we just have to write the first letter. So D would be the answer, means Divya. So these are the type of questions. See, this was a PYQ. It was very easy question, correct? Any doubts in this question? Yeah. Great. So now let's move to the next question. The next question is from this is a linear arrangement question, and as said before, this is a parallel sitting question. So there would be two rows in which the people would be sitting, and we need to arrange them. Okay, now let's read what the question says. The question says that there are 10 students and are sitting in parallel rows, 5 persons in each row. Okay, so there are 10 people, five people are sitting in the first row and 5 people are sitting in the second row. Okay, sure. Next, with equal distances between them. Okay, in the first row, Sanaya, Narayan, Aarti, Sunaina and Aditi sits. Let us assume that this is the first row, this is the second row. In the first row, there is Sanaya, Narayan, Aarti, Sunaina and Aditi. Okay, and all of them are facing south, so all of them would be facing in this direction, correct? Next what is said, that in the second row, Shreya, Sujata, Shushil, Sapna and Jeevan are sitting. Shreya, Sujata, Shushil, Sapna, and Jeevan are sitting. Okay, and they would be facing to the north, and are sitting, all are facing north. So this both row would be facing towards each other. Okay. Now, therefore, in the given sitting arrangement, each member sits the row faces another member sitting in the other row, right? Now, what is said, that Sapna sits third to the left of Shreya. Sapna sits third to the left of Shreya. Okay, so if now there are 5 blocks here, if I see 5 blocks, if I create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sapna sits third to the left of Shreya. Okay, so Shreya could be seated over here, or Shreya should be seated over here, so that Sapna could sit to third to the left of her. So third to the left, then if Shreya is sitting here, then Sapna would have to be seated over here. If Shreya is seated here, then Sapna would have to be seated here. First of all, let us assume that Shreya sits in this position. Okay, if we assume this, then the Sapna's position would be this. Okay, now let's move ahead. What is said next? Sanaya faces the immediate neighbor of Sapna. Sanaya faces the immediate neighbor of Sapna. Who would be the neighbor of Sapna? This one. So Sanaya would be sitting over here. If I make the blocks over here, so Sanaya would be sitting over here, correct? Let's see the next thing. Aarti sits second to the right of Sanaya. Right of Sanaya. So Aarti would have been sitting over here, but yeah, I can see that there is no sit present here. So we could say that our sitting arrangement, the first thing that we assume that Shreya would be sitting over here, is wrong, correct? So we need to go back. We would empty all the slots and we would read the question again, right? So these are the ways. First we need to assume, and after that we would get the answer. Now we would say that Shreya would be sitting over here. Shreya would be sitting over here. Sapna would be sitting third to the left of Shreya. So Sapna would be here. Okay. Now what was the second thing? Sanaya faces the immediate neighbor of Sapna. Okay. Neighbor of Sapna now could be this or this. So Sanaya could be sitting over here or here, in the first block or in the third block. Okay, now we can't say perfectly where. Let us assume that Sanaya sits in the first block. Let us assume that. Okay. Now, next, Sanaya faces the immediate neighbor of Sapna. Done. Aarti sits second to the right of Sanaya. Okay. Aarti sits second to the right. So Aarti cannot sit over here. So Sanaya definitely would be sitting here. Sanaya definitely would be sitting here, and Aarti would be sitting here. As you could see that Sanaya is facing directly to Sapna's neighbor. This is also done, and this is also done that Aarti is sitting second to the right of Sanaya. This is also done. Okay. Next. Only one person sits between Narayan and Sunaina. Okay. Only one person sits between Narayan and Sunaina. Okay. So it is here. This Narayan and Sunaina face. If we assume that Narayan is here and Sunaina is here, then only one person is sitting. Okay, this is done. This we have assumed. Next, Sujata and Jeevan are immediate neighbors of each other. Sujata and Jeevan. Sujata is present in this row. Okay, Sujata and Jeevan would be the immediate neighbors. So Sujata over here, Jeevan over here. They could exchange their positions. We don't know correctly. Jeevan does not face Sanaya or Narayan. Okay. Jeevan doesn't face Sanaya or Narayan. Yeah, this is correct. So the thing that we assumed is correct now. See, Jeevan would be sitting over here. Jeevan, and who was the Sujata? And Sujata would be sitting over here. Sujata. Okay. Who is sitting to the left of Narayan? This is Sanaya. So answer would be Sunaina. Who is sitting to the second to the left of Narayan? See, I made a mistake. This is the first left, but we need the second left. Narayan is sitting over here. This would be the first left. This would be the second left. Who is sitting in the second left? Sunaina. So Sunaina would be the answer. Yeah. So this was a slightly harder question from sitting arrangement. Any questions from this question? Means any doubts? Yeah. So basically in this sitting arrangement type of questions, what we have to do? We need to read the question carefully and means जो question में बताया वो अच्छे से ढंग से लिखो and you are good to go for sitting arrangement type of questions. So in sitting arrangement question, I have covered these two topics, these two questions. One question was from linear arrangement of two rows, and one question was simple from circular arrangement. Correct? So yeah, there could be many other questions of one row. Now one row questions are easier. So that's why I came up with parallel sitting in this question, right? So in sitting arrangement, I've taken these two questions. Now let's move to the next topic. The next topic is puzzles. Okay. Now what are puzzles? Puzzles could be anything, correct? So there is no definite topic or there is no definite questions. Means, yeah. So if we say that what type of questions we could expect from puzzles. So as mentioned, the questions are very much diverse. द क्वेश्चन में मतलब HCF LCM भी आ सकता है, प्राइम नंबर्स भी आ सकते हैं, कभी कभी पजल्स सीरीज भी पजल्स के फॉर्म में आ सकती है, कोडिंग डिकोडिंग भी हो सकता है, समटाइम्स it is just means the question just include English, right? Just we need to read the question and we have the answer. Now this is a rare type of question, means the common sense type of questions. I've included one question in below, but this is a very rare type of questions. The most famous questions that Scalar asks is story-based questions, right? One question is from this story also here, and there could be the questions like case studies and etc. etc. Correct. Now, what are the things? Again, we need to read the questions carefully. All the puzzles questions, we need to read the questions carefully. We need to find the pattern, if any, means if there is some pattern going on, if there is some question related to sales, we need to find the pattern. If there is some questions related to some mango thing, some fruits are taken, etc., etc., then again we need to find the pattern. There could be the case of filling and emptying of the jar. One question is there too in our session. So yeah, we need to find a particular pattern over there. Again, no silly mistakes. means the maths would be easy. As far as I know, in my time, I would make silly mistakes in easy questions only. Because hard questions we do it with proper care, but when it comes to easy, we feel that oh, this is very, ये तो मैं कर ही लूंगा, कर लेते हैं फटाफट 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 करने में silly mistakes कर लेते हैं और marks चले जाते हैं. So yeah, we need to make sure that we don't do any silly mistakes over here. Like I mentioned, there are some questions which is of basic common sense and we need to apply it. So yeah, the first question from the puzzles is again from common sense. There is some maths also here, but common sense is also plays some role in this question. So first of all, read this question very carefully. It is very good question. So this question says that there is a man who is talking to his friend and he says that the product of my 3 children's ages is 72. So the man says that that he have 3 children. Okay, and the ages of his 3 children, the product of the ages of his 3 children is 72. Correct. Okay. Now what is the next thing that the question says? The question says that the sum of their ages is the same as the number on my house. Okay. Now, if we find out the sum of their ages, the sum is same as his house number. Okay, but that still doesn't help you to find the ages of the his children's ages, right? And what is said ahead? Oh, my eldest plays the piano. Okay, what are the ages of the children? First of all, are you able to find any maths, any pattern over here that how we would find the ages of the children? Just one maths thing that we know is this: the product of their ages is 72. How we would do it? Let's see it. So I have came up with this in this question. Like I have taken all the cases where the product is 72. Like if the first child age is 1, second child age is 1, then the third child ages would be 72. So the product would be 72 in this all of these cases. Correct. I have also mentioned the sum in each of the cases. The sum of the ages, like 72 plus 1 would be 74. Again, 8 plus 3 would be 11 plus 3, which is 14. Correct. Now, what was said? That the sum of their ages is same as their house number. Okay. There is the sum. But we could see that there are 2 cases where the sum is same. So, there are 2 cases, correct? So of the same sum. So from this case, we could say that the ages could be this or ages could be this. But also we could not find the perfect age of his children, correct? Because the sum is same for two cases, correct? Now what is said next? Oh, my eldest plays the piano. For this case, who is the eldest? The second child is also the eldest. The third child is also the eldest. Correct. But in the question it is said that only my eldest child plays the piano. So there is only one person, only one child is playing the piano. But there are 2 child with the same ages, so they both can't be eldest. So we could discard this case from this thing. So yeah, so the case remaining is 338. The eldest child is 8. Correct. The eldest child is 8. So and he can play the piano. Everything matches. The sum is 14. So the house number is 14. The product is 72, and the eldest child plays the piano. So the answer to this question is 338. So the first child age is 3. The second child age is also 3, and the third child age is 8. So yeah. So as you could see in this question, the question was very easy. The one thing that we need to find was the all the cases where the product is 72. Correct. Apart from that, it was common sense. ऐसे questions आते हैं मतलब NSET में. In means first of all there is some maths, but after that there is basic common sense. Okay. So this was a very nice question, I could say. Any doubt from this question? Any questions? Any doubts till now? Yeah. So correct. So how was this question, first of all? I mean, did you like this question? So would you like to solve this type of questions ahead? Yeah, easy question, sure, easy. So in NSET, I have seen that the logical reasoning section has now become more easier than the past year questions. In the past year, they would, like, you would be knowing that there was a section of learnability where it was like a comprehension where they used to teach us the topic right over there, and they would ask the topics there, ask the questions from that topic. But this year they have made it simpler, and also the logical reasoning part, they have started asking direct formula based questions. But yeah, this are in the puzzles type of questions, they use some they play with English, they play with common sense, and there is some maths involved in that game, right? So the answer to this question was 338. Okay. Yeah. The next question now, next question. This is again a new question. Yeah. So the next question says that we have a 5-liter jar and a 3-liter jar, and both of the jars are empty. Okay. Now what we need is a 4-liter of water. Okay. But we have only 2 jars, which is a 5-liter and 3-liter. Okay. Then what would be the minimum number of times that we need to pour water? Okay. Could you solve this question? Let's take 2 minutes. Could you solve this question first of all on yourself? I think so. This is an easy question. When I've seen similar question in a PYQ, I've just changed the numbers. Could you solve this question? Let's take 2 minutes. I'll solve this question at 3:29. Let's wait for 2 minutes. Yeah. Give your answers in chats. Eight, okay. 6, okay. Another one, okay. Any more answers? Like, yeah, let's do one thing. 4 or 5. Okay. Let's do one thing. Today, Guru Shri, can you unmute yourself? Could you say how you did this question? Answer 8 is correct, first of all. Answer 8 is correct. Could you unmute, Guru Shri?
Yeah.
Yeah. Could you explain how did you do it?
Actually, there are 2 jars, right? 5 and 3.
Correct.
So we should first fill like a jar 5-liter jar.
Yeah, the first step would be filling of 5-liter jar. Okay, next.
And we should transfer that into 5 to 3.
Okay, now we would let's transfer this to 3. Okay, the second step would be here. So 2 liters would be remaining, correct?
Yeah, 2 and 3.
Okay, and here 3 liters would be present. Okay. Then?
And we should like empty the jar and refill the jar with the 2 liters.
Which jar can we empty?
Like the 3-liter jar.
Okay, so emptying would be the third step, and then filling it with 2 liter would be the fourth step. Okay, so now this 3-liter jar contains 3-liter jar contains 2 liter of water, and 5-liter of jar contains no water. Okay. Then we would do the same thing. So then we would get the 4-liter over here, right? Yeah. Again, we would fill the 5-liter. Great. So yeah, this was great. Good job, Guru. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So the answer is correct. The pattern could be anything, that we could fill the 5-liter jar first, we could fill the 3-liter jar first. Yeah. So what pattern that I followed was something, let me explain this also once more. So as we have 2 jars, one is of 5 liter, one is of 3 liter. first what I did was I would fill the 3-liter jar, okay, 3-liter jar, and I would transfer, filling would take the step 1. I would transfer this 3-liter jar to the 5-liter jar. So 5-liter jar contains 3 liters. So this would the step be step 2. Again, I would fill the 3-liter jar. Then filling of 3-liter jar would be step 3. And I would transfer this to the 5-liter jar. So 5-liter jar would be full. Transferring of to the 5-liter jar would be the step 4. So the 3-liter jar would remain with 1 liter, because 2 liters would be filled in the 5-liter jar and 1 liter would be remaining. So 1 liter here and 5 liters are completed. 5 liters are completed. Okay. Now what we would do? We would empty this 5-liter jar. So the step 5 would be emptying the 5-liter jar. We emptied this 5-liter jar. So now 5-liter jar is empty. Now 6th step would be transferring this 1 liter to this jar. So this contains now this jar contains 1 liter and 3 liter is empty. Okay. 7th step would be filling of this 3 liter. So now this 3-liter jar contains complete 3 liters. And the final step, the 8th step, would be transferring this 3 liter into the 5-liter jar. So 3 plus 1 becomes 4. So this becomes, we get the 4 liters in 8 steps. So 8 are the minimum number of steps through which we could attain this 4 liters. Correct. So all the answers like 6 that Harsh gave, 4. Are you sure? Means did you get how we got this 8 as the answer? Any questions? Harsh, Yug? Eight was the answer to this question. Any doubts, Harsh, or anyone in this question? Are you having any doubts? Okay, no doubts. Sure. Okay, so now let's move ahead. Yeah, so now said earlier, the third question from this puzzle section is a mathematical question. So means there is some maths involved in this question. Let's read the question. The question says that there are 3 friends named Hemu, Shyamu and Sonu. They were in the mango orchard and they were collecting the mangoes. Okay. Hemu climbed a tree and picked mangoes and threw them to the ground, while Shyamu and Sonu went to lunch. After finishing, Hemu noticed that his friends were still away. Okay. So he decided to divide the total number of mangoes on the ground into 3 equal parts. He took the 1/3 of the mangoes for himself and left. Okay. Later, Shyamu returned from lunch and found the remaining mangoes. He divided the remaining mangoes into 3 equal parts and took 1/3 for himself. Okay. However, he noticed that 1 mango was left over the division. Okay. So he took that extra mango as well before leaving. Okay. Then it is said that finally the third person, who is Sonu came back and he saw that there are some mangoes left. So he took all the mangoes which were left on the ground. Later, when these 3 friends compared the number of mangoes that they had, now they were shocked or surprised to see that all of them had the same number of mangoes. Now, what is our task? Our task is to find that how many mangoes were plucked by Hemu initially. Okay. Yeah. So this is a very, very good question. Now let us assume. First, let us assume that initially there were X mangoes that were plucked by Hemu. Okay. And this is the variable that we need to find, this X. Now, what is said that so he decided to divide the total mangoes into 3 equal parts. So what Hemu did, that he divided it into 3 equal parts. 3 equal parts are X by 3, X by 3 and X by 3. Okay. And he took this part for himself. Hemu took this X by 3. So Hemu's share is Hemu's share is X by 3. Correct. Now how many mangoes are remaining? X by 3 plus X by 3. Remaining mangoes are X by 3 plus X by 3 with sum ups to 2X by 3. Okay? Yeah. Now, Shamu returned from the lunch. What Shamu did, that he saw that 2X by 3 mangoes were remaining. Okay. 2X by 3 were remaining. He decided them to divide it among 3 equal parts. Again, what he did, he divided it into 3 equal parts. So if we divide 2X by 3 into 3 equal parts, we would get 2X by 9. If we divide it by 1 by 3, so it would be this. So we would give it 2X by 9, correct? So one part would be 2X by 9, another part would be 2X by 9, and the third part would be 2X by 9, correct? And what he did, he noticed that one mango was lost. Okay, so now what happened? If Shamu divided the 2X by 3, but there was some remainder. It didn't got completely divided. There was one mango remaining. Okay, so what he did, that if he divided it into 1/3, he first took 2X by 9 part, and also took one mango more, which was remaining, correct? Yeah, so how much mango was remaining after Hemu took, and there were 2X by 3 mangoes remaining after Hemu took. Now, how many mangoes did Shamu took? Shamu took 2X by 9 plus 1 mangoes. So how many mangoes are remaining after Shamu took the mangoes? Would be 2X by 3 minus the Shamu's share, correct? Shamu's share is 2X by 9 plus 1. Okay, if we solve this, we would find out. So this is Shamu's share. If we say Shamu, it is 2X by 9 plus 1. If we see what is the remaining, 2X by 3 minus 2X by 9 minus 1. First of all, sorry for the handwriting, but I can't do anything. So I'll try my best to make my handwriting better. If we take the LCM, we would find that this is 6X minus 2X by 9 minus 1. So it would be 4X by 9 minus 1. Okay. So these are the remaining mangoes after Shamu's share. And as per the question, it is said that finally when the third person came, who is Sonu, he took all the remaining mangoes. So the remaining mangoes is 4X by 9 minus 1. So Sonu took 4X by 9 minus 1 number of mangoes. Okay. Now, after everything, they found that they all have same number of mangoes. Correct. So now we could equate them very easily. So Hemu would be equal to Shamu would be equals to Sonu. Correct. We could take any. Let's take Hemu and Sonu. Hemu had X by 3. Sonu had 4X by 9 minus 1. Now if we do this, X by 3 minus 4X by 9 is equals to minus 1. 3 3s are. This is minus X by 9 is equals to minus 1. And if we solve, that X comes out to be 9. Sure? So what was X? X was the total mangoes, and 9 is the answer to this question. What we did again? X is the total number of mangoes. The first person divided the X into 3 equal parts, which was X by 3, X by 3, X by 3. Sure. Now the first person came and he took the first part. So Hemu took X by third part. Now the remaining mangoes were X by 3 plus X by 3. Remaining mangoes X by 3 plus X by 3. Remaining is 2X by 3. Now 2X by 3 again divided by 3. It is 2X by 9. And so he took one more mango extra. So Shamu took 2X by 9 plus 1 number of mangoes. Okay. So now what would be the remaining for Sonu? It would be 2X by 3 minus the Shamu share would be this. If we solve this, we could find the Sonu share. Sonu's share came out, So Sonu's share came out to be 4X by 9 minus 1, right? And if we equate, we found that X is 9. If we equate with any, we found with X that 9. So initially there were 9 mangoes in this question. Yeah. So was this question easy? Any doubts in this question? Can we move ahead?
Hello.
Harsh?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Sir, I think this answer may have a mistake because answer is coming out to be 9. But in first step, 9 is divided by 3. So the first person takes 3 mangoes and we are left with 6 mangoes. And the second person divide those 6 mangoes by 3 again. So each 2. But we were said that the remainder is going to be 1. So I think 9 should not be the answer because in second step it is contradicting the condition of the question.
Yeah. So this was the thing. I made this mistake over here. This was when I made this mistake intentionally, first of all, right? So always make sure that the answer that you get is not the correct answer. So answer to this question is 6. Okay, we would solve it. But see what Harsh said. Harsh, could you explain that how we could get 6?
So firstly, I considered the number of mangoes to be 3x. So
okay, you considered 3x. Okay, let me write so that everyone can know. You considered that initial number of mangoes are 3x. Okay.
Because it would make our calculation way easier than considering.
Okay. Correct.
So now it is divided in 3 parts: x, x, and x. So the first person took x mangoes.
Okay,
and
so
we
he
are now
moved
remaining with 2x.
Yeah, 2x remaining. Correct.
Yeah. And said that key remainder is going to remain as 1 because he said that 1 mango was left over. If we divide 2x by 3, we will get a remainder as 1. So, yeah, what we will do is we will divide 2x in such a way that we will get remainder as minus 1 because how we will divide this as we will take 2x minus 1 divided by 3. 2x minus 1 divided by 3.
Correct. So this was the glitch in the question. That we need to do 2x minus 1 by 3. So this was the thing that we need to do. So I just directly divided by 1 by 3, correct? But that was not correct because the 3 was not getting completely divided. So what we have to do it over here. So from this part I did it wrong. So what we actually needed to do was 2x minus 1 by 3 ka 1/3. So which gives us 2x minus 1 by 9. Yeah. So this was the mistake that I did it, and this was the thing that you need to make sure that you are getting the answer 9. But always in the question you need to go back to the question that is my answer satisfying the cases that we got that is asked in the question. Yeah, good Harsh. Like, could you continue?
Yeah. So the second guy takes 2x minus 1 by 3, but he takes 1 extra mango with himself.
So this would be Shyamu's share. 2x minus 1 plus 1. Okay.
Plus 1, yeah. And this would come out to be 2x plus 2 over 3.
2x plus 2 over 3. I am assuming the calculation is correct, right? Yeah. 2x plus 2 by 3.
Now, without solving further, what we will do is we will equate the number of mangoes that first guy has and this equation.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
And then we will get x equal to 2.
Are we getting x equals to 2?
Yeah, because we considered 3x mangoes in the start. So
yeah. So x we would get 2. Yeah. So we would get the initial mangoes were 6. Great. So we don't have to jump to the third step again. So this was something that I wouldn't have done, right? So great point over here. So we don't need to find how many mangoes the third person are taking, right? The third person Sonu. Whatever be the number of mangoes that Sonu is taking, correct? Whatever be the numbers, but we don't need that number, right? Because all of them are having same number of mangoes, so we could directly equal this to. We don't need to go ahead, correct? So if we equate this, x equals to 2x plus 2 by 3, we would find 3x is equals to 2x plus 2. and from here we would find x is equals to 2, correct. And we needed to find that how many mangoes were present initially, so it would be 3x, which would be 3 times 2, which was 6. So yeah, so this was a very nice question, and this was one step that you needed to take care of, that there was one mango remaining. So what we did, to make it perfectly divide, we subtracted it by -1 and then we divided it by 1 by 3, correct. So yeah, this was the catch in this question. So any doubts, anyone? Harsh, well done.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Any doubts? Do I need to explain it again, or you are okay? Like there were, if we assume 3x were the mangoes initially, divided into 3 parts. Yeah. Everyone is make sure that this is correct. Okay. So yeah, this was the question where I intentionally did this mistake. I didn't took that -1. So this was the question that you need to make sure that always you need to go back to the question and you need to verify that our answer is correct or not. Yeah, so now let's move to the next topic. Apart from this, there could be any type of questions which could be asked from the puzzles section. So there would be many more questions. You could solve the sample paper at Delta and you would find multiple such questions. So yeah, now let's move to the next question, next topic. The next topic again is direction sense test. As far as I know, I have seen the past questions in NSET. I have seen that the weightage for this topic, direction sense test, is increasing. Means in every session the number of questions are increasing from this topic. So the questions from this topics are very easy. You just need to take care of Pythagoras theorem. You just need to take care of the directions, the north, south, east, west, right, left, etc., and you are good to go. What are the type of questions that are asked from this topic? There are 2 type of questions. That the questions could be to find the shortest distance. The questions could be from the finding of shadow based questions, like you should know that sun rises from the east, so the shadow always appears on the opposite side of the sun. So yeah, these are the things that you need to take care of. Apart from this, the one more type of question is that you just need to give the direction finally. So from the initial position you moved right, left, north, south, east, west, then finally in which direction you would be facing. So this could be the third type of question that could be asked in the paper. So yeah, these are the only 3 types of questions from this topic. Again, what we need to take care of: silly mistakes. We should know the proper properties of shapes like rectangle, opposite sides are equal, parallel, etc. The basics I'm sure that you would be knowing, and direction knowledge like right, left, north, south, correct. So yeah, let's solve the first question here. So this is a story based question and this is a PYQ. Let me know you that this is a PYQ and this was the 4-mark question in scalar NSET paper, correct. So yeah, let's solve this. This was very easy question, but yeah, let's solve. The question says that Madhavan went to Mysore to visit the famous Nagarhole Tiger Reserve. Okay. The manager of the hotel which Madhavan booked for lodging advised him that there are few more places that they could go for days outing. According to Madhavan and his family, according to them, they went to sightseeing. Okay. In the morning, they started from their hotel. So yeah, first of all, in this direction sense test type of questions, you need to frame proper diagrams. So let me show you. So he started from the hotel. So this is the starting point. Hotel. Do we have space? Yeah. So let me draw this in the next step, next page itself. So this is the starting point, which is the hotel. Okay. Now what is given next? Started from the hotel in a rented car and traveled 22 kilometers towards south to reach a roadside dhaba. So if I draw, this is north, south, west, east. So he goes towards the south to reach the roadside dhaba. I am marking it as RD and this is 22 kilometers. Okay. to have a breakfast. Okay. After finishing the breakfast, they traveled another 10 kilometers in the same direction to reach the zoo. Okay. In the same direction means the south direction, and they reached zoo over here by traveling 10 kilometers. Okay. Yeah. From the zoo, they took the left turn and traveled 8 kilometers to reach an ancient temple. So they took the left turn. They are facing towards the south. So what would be the left turn? This side. So this would be the direction in which they would be going. Battery is low. Just a second. Yeah. So they would turn the left. They turned left, and so they from the zoo they took a left turn and traveled 8 kilometers to reach the temple. Okay. This is the temple. What's happening? This is the temple, and this is 8 kilometers. Okay, let's read ahead. From the top of the temple, they could see the ruins of the fort. Okay, they could see the fort. The driver told them that they could go to the fort after visiting a lake. Okay, driver told that they could go to the fort after visiting the lake. Okay, makes sense. Then, which is situated. Okay, correct. The driver told them they could go to the fort, which is situated to the east of the temple. East of the temple means the fort is situated in the east side of the temple. So it is somewhere here. Sorry. So the fort is situated somewhere in the east side of the temple. Okay. At a distance of 10 kilometers from the fort. The driver told them that they could go to the fort after visiting a beautiful lake which is situated at the east of the temple. So sorry, lake is situated in the east of the temple, and lake is at a distance of 10 is east of the temple at a distance of 10 kilometers from the fort. So distance between the fort and the lake as given in the question is 10. Okay, but I don't know where exactly I could place the lake and the fort. Okay. What is the shortest distance between the fort and the temple if the dhaba is 32 kilometers west of the fort? Okay, the dhaba is 32 kilometers west of the fort. If I say that fort is here, then west of the fort would be in this direction. So this is 32. Yeah, and what we need to find was this shortest distance between the fort and the temple. We need to find this. So now, what you saw in this question, in this question, there was misinformations given that there is some lake which is at 10 kilometers, blah, 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 but it was of no use. In this question, there is no use of the lake. What we need to find was the shortest distance between the fort and the temple, and lake is of no use, correct? So there could be some questions in the exam in which you need to make sure that there could be some extra information also given, but which could be of no use. So you have to make sure that you don't got confused. I have never used that 10 kilometers. Is my answer correct or not? Yeah. So what I need to find is this, the shortest distance. If I term this as f and this as t, so I need to find the distance ft. Oh, what is that? So I need to find ft. Just a second. I need to find ft, the distance ft. Okay, now how could I find this? I'll complete this shape. I'll mark this as t. This is t. This is f. Okay, so this is 10. This would be also 10. This whole is 32. So 8 plus td would be 32. Which property we use? That this is a rectangle. So yeah. So td would be equals to 32 minus 8. So td would give us 24. So this is 24. So now we could find ft from Pythagoras. Pythagoras theorem, if we apply the Pythagoras theorem in triangle FTD, we could easily find ft because we know the height, we know the base. Okay, so if we do this, that ft square would be equals to fd square plus td square. Correct? We need to find ft. What is fd, which is 24 square, plus what is td, which is 10 square. Okay, let's solve this. What is 24 square? As it is, let me solve. I also don't know. 4 4s are 16, 4 2s are 8 and 1 9, 4 4 2s are 8, 2 2s are 4, 6 9 plus 8 is, this is 576. So this is 7 1 576. So this is 576 plus 10 square, which is 100. So we got 676. So ft would be root over of 676. If I use the calculator over here to find the square root, let me do this. Root over of 676, it gives us to 26. Oh, this is 26 plus square. Okay, this is 26. So the answer is 26 to this question. Yeah, so in this question, what was the thing that we need to take care of was the data for the lake, this 10 kilometers was given us extra. That was of no use. Yeah, any doubts in this question? Great. Okay. Let's move to the next question then. Yeah, sure. Let's move to the next question. Now this question is from shadows part. What? Gaurav raised his hand. Is there any question? Or it was by mistake?
Sir, can you give us 2-3 minutes to solve the question first?
Oh, okay. Okay, yes, sure. Okay. So let's do this way. So take 2 minutes to solve this question. The next question. From the next question, I'll make sure that I'm giving you 2 to 3 minutes to solve this question. Yeah. Take time till 4 and solve this question. North. We got the first answer. North. Okay. North. South. Okay. North. I think so. This is the easy question. North. Okay. Any more answers? Anyone solving? South. Okay. So let's. What you guys say should means I have the correct answer. The answer is north. Should I unmute someone from you to explain, or I should explain the question, or we could do both? Like someone explains first, then I'll re-explain the question. What you guys say? What we should do? Do it both. Okay. So the answer is north to this question. So let me fetch one of you who said that the answer was north. Harsh has already spoken in this meet. So yeah, Avishkar, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Yeah.
So in the question, it is given that in a morning walk, Tushar and Manish are approaching from the opposite side.
Okay.
So the shadow of Manish is stays. Give me 1 second.
This is Tushar. If this is Tushar and who is facing in this direction, and this is Manish. would be coming towards Tushar, so this direction. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the shadow of Manish is falling toward right of the Manish.
Who falls to the right of the Manish. Manish is facing in this direction, so the shadow is facing over here. So this is the shadow. Okay.
Yes. So as we know, the sunrise is from east, so the shadow is obviously falling towards west.
Yeah. So sun is over here, so this is east. So this would be west. This would be north. This would be south. Okay.
Yes. So Tushar is facing the north side, as we can see.
So Tushar, in which direction is Tushar facing? Tushar is facing towards the north. Correct. Great. Do I need to explain it again? If in the question it is said that, let me reiterate this. Come, it is. Yeah, the answer is correct. The explanation is also correct. Great, Avishkar. So there are two persons. One is, what is happening? This. So sorry. One is Tushar and one is Manish. Okay, Tushar, let us assume that Tushar is facing this direction. So Manish, who is coming towards Tushar, would be going in this direction. Sure. Now, in the question it is said that falls to the right of Manish. Manish is facing towards this direction and the right of Manish would be this. So the shadow would be falling in this direction. Oh, my bad. So sorry, guys. What I could do is, let me write it down so my hand doesn't get stuck over here. So this is Tushar, this is Manish. So as I mentioned before, Manish is facing in this direction. So the right side of the Manish would be this. So the shadow would be falling over here. Okay. As I mentioned before also, the shadow always forms in the opposite direction of the sun. So the sun would be here. And as it is a morning, so this side would be east. So this would be east. Now we know one direction. Opposite to east would be west. The right side of the west has north. So this would be north. And the opposite to the north is south. So this is south. Great. Now what is falls to the right? What is asked in the question? Which direction Tushar is facing? We assume that Tushar is facing here. So what is this direction? This is north. So the answer is north. Okay. Any doubts? Any doubts in this question? The ones who gave south as the answer, are you clear? Guru, Shri and Noor? Yeah, great. Now let's move to the third question from direction sense. So yeah, take 3 minutes for this question. I think so. This is slightly calculative. Take 3 minutes to the question. I'll wait it 4-7 and yeah, try to solve this. Are we having an answer? Who would be the first person to get the answer? Let's see. $30. Okay, we got the first answer as 30. Okay. So 30 we got the answer. Next, anybody else? Anybody else solving right now? Everyone? Need more time or should I continue? Let's wait for 1 or 2 minutes more. Let's see. $46. Okay. Now let me ask Atta. Atta, is this your final answer or have you means rounded off? Means is there some decimal places in your answer? 925 is what? Root 925. Okay, let me see what root 925 gives. Root 925 gives 30.41. Okay. So I got root of 1100. Yes, 30.5. So yeah, root of 925 gives 30.41, and that's the answer. That's the correct answer. So anybody else giving 30.5? So yeah, in scalar there are times that you need to give a perfect answer rounded off up to 2 decimal places. So 30.41 would be the answer to this question, and Atta, you did it correct. Atta, could you unmute yourself and make others explain how did you do it?
Yes, I just actually made the diagram along with it.
Yeah, you tell me, I'll make the diagram.
Yeah, so at first I took P and then it said to the south of S. So I put, first of all, I took the directions. I made a directions north, east, west, south so that I don't get confused with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I put
this is the direction you took? I drawn?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Next.
I took P and then I made S and I put a straight line with a 20 meter sign on it.
Mm-hmm.
Then I tried to find a point which is related to P. So the only point related to P was R.
Okay, just a second. So S is where? S is equals, S is to the south of P. S is to the south. So P is here, S is here. Okay.
Then I tried to point which was interlinked with some other point. So the P was linked with R, so I made it that one first.
Okay, point R is parallel 30 meters from P.
East
East of P. So point R is towards the east. Okay, so point R, this is 30. Okay.
Then I checked for other points and marked them according to that. So then we got Q, which is south of R, 15 meter.
Okay, south of R, this is Q, which is 15. Okay.
Yes, and we only need S and Q distance, so we can ignore V and U.
Great. So we need this distance only, the shortest distance between S and Q.
Then I use Pythagoras theorem.
Theorem. Yes. So this would be 30. This is 15. So the remaining would be 5. So by Pythagoras, we could find SQ. So which would be 5 square plus 30 square, which is 25 plus 900, which gives 925. And if we do the square root of 925, we get the answer as 30.41. Yeah, this is the correct answer.
My answer was wrong because I accidentally wrote 20 instead of 15. So they were on the same. Then I
got it. Yeah. Great. So great one. Pratyush also got the correct answer. Great. So if I want to explain the question again, so the question said that point A plus B says that B is to the north of A equals B means B is to the south of A parallel B means A is to the east of B. Did I said it? Oh, A plus B means B is to the north of A equals to B is to the south of A parallel B means A is to the east of B, A multiply B means A is to the west of B. Okay, so this is the part that you need to take care of the most. Okay, this is the part that you need to take care of the most, and then as I think so, who I forgot name, Atta gave us the answer that we need to make the diagrams again. First of all, step 1 is to assume our directions. We can make our directions anything. We assume the directions to be this, but the directions could be this also, that if this is north, this is south, this is east, this is west. Our directions could be anything. Okay, but in this question, we assume that our directions are this. Okay, now according to the question, now we converted the textual data into the imagery data. Okay, so what the text said that S is equal to 20 meter from P. What equal says that P is to the south of A. Means A equals to B states that B is to the south of A. S equals P means P is to the south of A. Means P is to the south of S. P is to the south of S. So S P. First of all, I also drawn the wrong diagram in the first case. So yeah, this is the thing that you need to take care of. But the answer would remain correct because I did it opposite for all the cases. So we got the correct answer. So this was given to the 20. Then what Atta did very nice, that he joined the point P to R. These are some tricks that we could use to make our calculations easy and make our we could reduce the steps. We could do the questions much faster. So what he did, that he joined P with R. Now how P and R are interrelated, it is given here. Point R is parallel from point P. R parallel P means R is to the east of P. R is to the east of P. So R is over here. And how much? It is 30. So we mark this as 30. Now we use this relation. Now we check that we need to match R with some another point. So we got this point, the Q. Oh, so sorry. What is happening with today? No problem. We used this data for now. So what it said that Q is equal to 15 from point R. Equal means R is the south of Q. R is to the south of Q. So Q comes over here. And this was how much? 15. Okay, so we needed to find this distance. Again doing the Pythagoras. This 30, this much 15, so this much 15. Whole 20. SP is 20. If we mark this as A for now. So it is said that SP is 20. So we could say AS plus AP is 20. Now QR is equals to AP. If we see that this is a rectangle, so QR equals to AP. So what is QR? We are knowing QR, it is 15. So AP would be also 15. So AS plus 15 is equals to 20. So from here we could find that AS is equals to 5. Now we found out AS is 5. We found AQ which is 30. Again, that opposite sides of rectangle are equal. And now using Pythagoras in the triangle SAQ, which says that SQ square is equals to SA square plus AQ square, correct? Now, if we solve this, we need to find SQ. So SQ square is equals to SA. What is SA? SA we found out to be 5, which is 5 square, plus AQ was 30 plus 30 square. So SQ square is equals to 25 plus 900, which gives us 925, and root over of it gives 30.41 meters. So this is the correct answer. So the answer was 30.41. So everyone else who got different answers, like Nitin got 11.08, Guru got 1100 as the root over of 1100 as the answer. Are you clear with the question that how to go ahead and have you got your calculation mistake? Any doubts? I don't think there is a way without joining PNR directly. Okay. If I read this question backwards, it's more easier to do. Yeah. Correct. Okay. So, by this we have completed the direction sense topic. Let's move to the next topic. The next topic is clocks and calendars. Now, again, at least one question would come in your NSET from this topic. Make sure of it. Either it is of clocks or calendars, but most of the time, the apart among these two topics, clocks has a higher weightage. Clocks always has a higher weightage than calendars. But we will solve two questions, one from clocks and one from calendars. But before moving to the question, just see the most important points that we need to know about. That first point is the degree moved by the minute hand, and 1 minute is 6 degrees. Okay, that if 1 minute is passed, then the minute hand displaces 6 degrees. We could find this mathematically too. We will find the mathematics of each in the next page. But yeah, let's move ahead. Degree moved by our hand in 1 minute. Now our hand moves slightly in 1 minute. So our hand moves 0.5 degree in 1 minute. Degree moved by our hand in 1 hour. In 1 hour, the hour hand moves 30 degrees. So the angle between the hour hand and the minute hand, this is the formula that you need to remember to make the answer, to get the answers most faster. It is always that you could prove this formula while taking the question, but if you know this, then it would make your life much easier. You would get the answer faster. So the formula is 30h minus 5.5 m, where h represents the hour and m represents the number of minutes. Okay, this is the mod of it. We need the positive answer only. So yeah, that's why it's mod. We would prove this formula too in the next page. Just a minute. Calendars. Now calendars, you would know that leap year contains 366 days, non-leap year contains 365 days. If a year is leap year, means they needs to be divided by, if they are getting completely divided by 4, that means they are a leap year. But one thing to make sure of is for years of hundreds, like 2100 is not a leap year, because for hundreds we need to divide it by 400. If it is divisible by 400, then it is a leap year, else it is not. Like 2000th year was a leap year, but 2100th year is not a leap year. Okay. And another thing, that for a non-leap year, the next same calendars comes in 6 or 11 years, and for a leap year, it comes in 28 years. These are some things that you should know about. Now let's prove that how the degree moved by the minute hand in 1 minute is 6 degrees. How? If we say, we know that a minute hand moves complete 360 degrees in 60 minutes. So if we say, if we do the, what is that? If we do this, this is means, this is degree. So in 60 minutes, the degree moved by the minute hand is 360. So what would be in 1 minute? Simple unitary method we found. So this is 360 by 60, which is 6 degrees. So degree moved by minute hand in 1 minute is 6 degrees. hence proved. Next point, degree moved by r hand in 1 minute. So r hand moves 360 degree in 1 hour. Okay. So 1 hour or 60 minutes. So in 60 minutes, r hand moves 360 degrees. So in 1 minute, how many, my bad, what is it? Degree moved by r hand in 1 minute. So in 1 hour, in 12 hours, see what mistake I did. In 12 hours, the degree moved is 360. So in 1 hour, the degree moved would be 360 by 12, which would be 30 degrees. So in 1 hour, the degree moved by the r end is 30 degrees. So this is proved. Now, if we solve it, that in 1 hour, which is 60 minutes, in 60 minutes, the r hand moves 30 degrees. So in 1 minute, the r hand would be 30 by 60, which is half, which is 0.5 degrees. Okay, so this is hence proved. This is also proved. Now, if we see the angle between the r hand and the minute hand. Okay, this is all with respect to 12. Okay, so 12 degree. Okay, so the angle between the r hand and the minute hand. Okay, so what it would be? The angle covered by r hand in x hours minus the angle covered by minute hand in x minutes. Okay, so if we see, I don't have any way of duplicating it. So, okay, so angle covered by r hand, angle, angle covered by r hand would be equals to 30 degrees in an hour plus 0.5 degree in every minute, correct? R hand moves 30 degrees in an hour and 0.5 degrees every minute, correct? Now, angle covered by minute hand, angle covered by minute hand, angle covered by minute hand, it is always 6 degrees every minute. Angle covered by minute hand is 6 degrees every minute, correct? Now, if we need to find the angle between the r hand and the minute hand, what we need to do? We just need to subtract the r and minute or minute and the r. That's why we are doing a mod. We could do anyways. So if we do r minus minute, it would be 30h plus 0.5 m minus 6. So this would be here minus 6m. This gives us 30h minus 5.5 m. Okay, this is the formula. This would be mod because we could subtract minute from r or r from minute. We could do anything. Just we need the positive degree. So that's why it could be mod. So yeah, this formula also proved. Okay. Now let's move to the question. Any questions in this proof part? How we got the degrees? No questions? Correct. Okay. So the question is also now the same, that at what time between 5:30 and 6 p.m. the angle between the hour hand and the minute hand of an analog clock becomes 90. Okay. So in between 5:30 and 6, there is a time where the angle between the hour hand and minute hand becomes 90 degrees. Okay. So how we would solve this? Again, we know that angle between the hour hand and the minute hand formula, angle formula, which is equals to 30h minus 5.5 m. We know this formula. Now, if we assume that it happens x minutes after 5:30, after x minutes, this situation happens that hour hand and minute hand are at an angle of 90 degree. So, angle covered by hour hand, what is, how many hours has been completed? 5 hours are fully completed, correct? Minus, how many minutes have been completed? 30 minutes plus x minutes, 30 plus x. And what is this angle? This angle is 90. So this is simple. If we solve this, 5 3s are 15, 150 minus So this would be 55 times 3, 5 3s are 15, 5 3s are 15 and 116. 165 minus 5.5x. Okay, so if we solve this, 90 is equals to minus 15 minus 5.5x. We solve this, this would go here, and this is a mod, right? So negative and positive sign makes no sense. So if I make a mod over here, so this could be 90, 50, what is angle? Okay, so mod is over here. So if we take out the space, so 90 plus 15 is equals to minus 5.5x. This is a mod. We could remove this negative sign from here. So 90 plus 15 would give us 105 is equals to 5.5x. And so 1050 upon 55 divided by 5, 2 5s are 10, 5 ones are 5, 0, 11. So it is 11210. If we divide it 210 by 11, 11 ones are 11, 9 and 1 10, 100, 11 9s are 99. So x is 19 minutes. So what is the time? So after 5:30, you can't read this. Is that so 19 minutes and some seconds? How many seconds if we do this? Is we could find the answer, but in the question it was asked only the hour and the minute. If we see, so after 19 minutes past 5:30, this is the we could find the angle becomes 90. So 30 plus 19 gives 49. So at 5:49 and some seconds, if we solve it further, we would get some seconds. The angle between them is 90. So the correct answer is 549. Atta, you gave 543. So did you got that what was the mistake? I forgot to give you time this time. But yeah, did you get what mistake did you make in this question? Atta?
Not really. I didn't find my mistake, but I did a lot of calculation. I guess I might have done some calculation mistake.
Yeah, sure. Just look into it. Why I made this minus plus thing was this mod. Okay, you got this mod part.
Yeah, I've done clock problems actually.
You have done clock problems. Okay. So if we move to, any questions from this? Any questions here? Anybody? Can we move to the next? Yes, let's move to the next question. The next question is from the calendars. This question says that Ram was born on 29th Feb 2012. 29th Feb 2012, again a leap year and Feb 29th, okay, which happened to be Wednesday. If he lives to 85 years old, how many birthdays would he celebrate on a Wednesday? Typical calendar question, okay. So 29th Feb, 29th Feb. Oh, let me give you time. So sorry. Take 3 minutes to solve this question. Take time till 4:33 and let's solve. Oh, Gaurav gave the answer 3. Atta gave 12. 3 actually. Okay. I gave 3. Let's wait for 2 more minutes. Four. Okay. Getting 2 different answer. $21. Okay. Three. Okay. So at 4:33 we would start discussing. 4:33. It's 4:33 now. So yeah, so the answer to this question is 3 itself. So Gaurav gave it correct, Ata gave it correct, and Harsh. I think so. Nitin and Guru, I think so. You have done some small mistake. Ata have already answered in this meet. Gaurav, can you unmute yourself? Let's solve it together. How did you do it? What was your approach?
Sir, in the previous slide, it was written that in leap year the same calendar repeats after 28 years. So I divided 85 with 28.
Correct. Yeah. So as mentioned that every means the same calendar comes in the leap year every 28 years. So he divided 85 with 28. So what do you mean by same calendar? Means if today it was Wednesday, so in the leap year the same Wednesday would come after every 28 years. So we divided 85 by 28 so that we could find the number of years in which his birthday comes to be Wednesday. So 85 by 28 would be something around 3 point something, and so we got 3 as the answer. Okay. Guru and Nitin did also let me solve this question. So this was one direct way that if we know that leap year same calendar comes at after 28 years, that's the one way. But if we don't know that it comes after 28, we could get it very easily. So if we say that 29th of Feb, 29th of Feb 2012, 29th of Feb 2012 is a Wednesday. So 28th Feb 2012 would be a Tuesday. 29th is Wednesday. So 28th would be a Tuesday. Correct? Now this is 2012. Okay. So in 2013, I'm going upwards. In 2013, 28th Feb. Now again, 12 was a leap year, so it has 2 odd days, correct? So in 28th Feb 2013, it would be Wednesday, Thursday. 2 odd days. In 2014, again, 3 was a non-leap year, so odd days is 1. So in 2014, 28th Feb would occur on Friday. 2015, it would occur on Saturday. This way. In 2015, it would occur on Saturday. Again, only 1 odd because 2014 was a non-leap year. 2016 would be a Sunday because 2015 was a non-leap year. So 2016 would be a Sunday. This would be on Sunday. Again, now this is 28th of Feb 2016. 28th of Feb 2016 was a Sunday. So 29th Feb. Now 2016 is a leap year, so it has 29 days. So 29th Feb 2016 would be a Monday. Correct? Correct. So in every consecutive leap years, there are how many odd days? Like in 2012, it was in 2012 where I have written it was a Wednesday. So and in 2016 it was a Monday. So there are 5 odd days. So there are 5 odd days in consecutive leap years. So 29th Feb 20 next leap year is 2020. So it would be 5 odd days. So Monday plus 5, which is so here there would be Monday plus 5. So after 5, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It would be a Saturday. Okay. So similarly, if we do in 2020, 29th Feb 2024 again. So there was 5 week term, again 5, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 2028 Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 2032 Tuesday plus 5, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 2036 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 2040 it is Wednesday. Here we got, so after 2012 29th, which was a Wednesday, we got 29th Feb 2040 to be a Wednesday. Correct? So how many years after 2040 and 2012? If we subtract, we would get this to be 10, 4, 3, this is 28. So after, here we proved that after 28 years, the calendar repeats itself for a leap year. So in 2040, he gets his birthday on Wednesday. So, and next would be after 28 years, 2040 plus 28 would be 8. 2068 would be 2068 would be a leap year, and would be his birthday would be on Wednesday. Next, 68 plus 28, which is 6, 7, 8. This is 6, 7, 8, 96. 2096 would be a leap year, and his birthday would be a Wednesday. First of all, he lives 85 years as mentioned in the question. So 2012 plus 85, how many? This is 7, 8 plus 1, 9, 2097. So we need to find till 2097. 2097. So there are 3 years, 2096, 2068, and 2040, where his birthday came on Wednesday. So the answer to this question is 3. Got everyone? Any doubts? Any doubts in this question? Sure, great. Here we have completed our four topics we have completed over here. But before moving ahead, let me ask one question. Like at 5, I think so there is a master class from Scalar itself. How many of you want to attend that master class? If there are many, then we could end the session over here.